Hello. I'm Jake Allen Graham, and I'm making a review on the 1997 flick of James Cameron's Titanic. I give it a 7 out of 10 for average of a score it gets. 7 out of 10, personally, I give it. I didn't like this movie. I don't like this movie. I just giving it a 7 out of 10. I thought the movie's story was a mistake on the story to focus more on the tutti-frutti love story that James Cameron made up in his head. That doesn't really have anything to do with the actual event Titanic. I thought it overstayed its welcome, and it focused on that being the main premise. It focused on that's movie that's a little around 3 hours long. A little over 3 hours, maybe it might be a little over 3 hours by a few minutes after, or I don't know, I forget what exact running time this says, okay? But yeah, because I think this movie's around 3 hours long. It's not that great of a love story, and I didn't really care for the characters, Jack and Rose, in the love story. And I thought the love story was just stupid. Personally, I wish it showed more of the actual story, told more of the actual story of the Titanic, and less focus on this fictional lies version of a love story made by James Cameron. And I just thought this movie was stupid because the whole love story is stupid. And that's what the movie focuses on, not the tragic event of Titanic. It focuses on this fictionalized story of a love story between Jack and Rose, which are fake characters that never even existed in real life, and that doesn't have anything to do with the actual event of Titanic. So, oh, and also this other plot to the movie is that these people trying to look for their retirement, and Rose basically has this jewel that can set these people on the crew retired so they can hang out with their loved ones and their kids. And that's their goal, and Rose dumps it into the water and never gives it to people that are looking for it to retire. Because her ex-boyfriend gave that necklace to her. And she just, I guess, dumps it in the river. In the bottomless pit of the ocean. The deep ocean. Nobody sees her. Nobody knows that she did that. And saw that she did that. How can nobody saw that she dumped a high expensive artifact that they were looking for to retire off of? It just makes you want to hit the bitch in the face when she does that and screws over the crew for her selfish needs to heal, I guess, mentally, I guess, before she passes on in the afterlife, which reuniting with Jack and everybody on the Titanic, because that's what happens in the movie. How the heaven is Titanic, is the place. So I guess heaven and the afterlife looks like beyond Titanic again. Okay. I'm in Crazy Town. I accept defeat as I wave the white flag to James Cameron's insanity directing levels. My God, this script was stupid. And this movie was really expensive to make. A lot of this, turns out a lot of the, there was a lot of practical stuff actually on sets, and I guess that's why people feel like the need to, like this movie. I don't know. I don't know why this movie, got the following it got. Because I thought this movie was stupid. On top of stupid writing. I mean, what was the... I'm sorry, I just thought the story with Jack and Rose was stupid. Didn't care for it at all, and that was the only movie... That was basically the only characters they focus on in the movie. Really. Rather than making a 3-hour movie about the actual event, James Cameron decides to, he will direct a love story instead of a tragic story. And it made money. What do I know? This movie made money. So either I'm smarter than everyone in the world, or I'm smarter than everyone in the world, I guess. Because this movie made money. And it was stupid. Of a movie I thought, Titanic. I did not care for the love story really at all. I care for this story less than I care for Leonardo DiCaprio's love. I forget what it was. He was in another love story called Romeo and Juliet, or Romeo X Juliet, or Romeo plus Juliet. It's from the 90s, that movie. Personally, I thought this was I thought this was as stupid as love story, his reimagining on, when he starred in the reimagining 90s flick on Romeo and Juliet. I honestly thought this movie was a little worse than that movie called Romeo and Juliet from the 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio. I personally think Romeo and Juliet is a much tolerable movie than this Titanic movie that's 3 hours long. Around it is. So that's why I give Titanic a 7 out of 10. I just hated Titanic movie. It was so slow. It took forever. The pacing. There's just focus on nothing about love story, a 2-3 love story, and the pacing of the movie is just stupid. Lame. I kind of wish James Cameron removed the love story with Jack and Rose. Although, if he removed the character of Jack and Rose, we would have had a shorter movie, a much more, probably a realistic, believable movie without Jack and Rose. That probably was actually good. I don't know. I just thought Jack and Rose really made the whole, I just thought the problem with Jack and Rose characters, I hated them. Because I felt like they were trying to, these characters were in to sugarcoat the whole event of Titanic. Not to make you care, but to sugarcoat everything. Because they decide to make it into a love story of focus on Jack and Rose, two fictionalized characters. Made for the movie. Although this picture, I will say this at least directed completely, like James Cameron's other movies, at least directed well, like the shots well directed. But the story was stupid. I thought it was stupid to focus on Jack and Rose. This was a stupid love story. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing at all. Especially to make money. James Cameron wanted to make money, and he made money off of this movie. Then he went on to make Avatar from 2009 movie. I'm going to talk about that one. I did, and then yeah, I'm going to talk about that one now. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Avatar, and I give Titanic a 7 out of 10. That's how much I didn't like it. Okay, Avatar, I give a 7 out of 10. Because I didn't like it. It's too average for me of a story. I will admit there are some cool designs with ideas. I don't want to say cool ideas that look cool, because I think this all the stuff on paper, I'm sure it sounds really cool. Maybe, I don't know, but I just thought the blue cat aliens were scary looking. Looked like something from my nightmares. Made out from my night terrors. Something from my nightmares, it looks. The blue aliens. Look, I just thought the blue cat aliens were freaky looking things. The avatars were scary looking fellows. And this around the face. They look like they had the face smashed together. You know how people say the turtles from Michael Bay movies, like the turtles look scary looking because their face looks smashed against a wall. It looks like their face got smashed against a wall. Well, that's what the avatars look like to me. Very ugly and scary looking. Ugly. Like stuff of nightmares. And we have to look at most of that in the movie. And our main character starts to fantasize about being a Navi. And because he falls for a Navi. Who, yes, that's what the aliens are called. Navis. And meanwhile, they're trying to collect this thing called the unobtainium. Yes, I'm not making this shit up. I got that word right. And they can't get it because the hero stands in the way with the Navi and stands by the Navi to protect the unobtainium from the human betraying his own kind, because he falls for this girl that he got late in, and who he falls for, this alien girl who is the daughter of the Navi who is connected to, is part of the Na'vi tribe. These aren't made-up words. These are made-up words by James Cameron that he put in the script of the movie, probably. In his idea, probably. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. But nobody actually changed the dialogue for the movie, so it's in there. That's what they call themselves, those characters, and those thingamabobs, and the MacGuffins in the movie. Avatar from 2009, I mean. I did not like this movie. This movie made me feel like I was getting dumb and rotting my brain cells and dying and falling asleep. Brain cells, you feel like, when I talk about this movie even. And that's why I didn't like the Avatar movie from 2009's Avatar. I guess a 7 out of 10. It's not a good movie. And I give the extended cut. Yes, I've seen the extended cut, and it's so much longer than the theatrical cut of that James Cameron put out. The extended cut gets a 7 out of 10. But, or 3 out of 10, I don't know. Well, look, it's longer than the theatrical cut, so I intended to give it a 3 out of 10 just because it's longer than the theatrical cut of Avatar. But I think that would be kind of, I don't know, I don't know, okay? If it's a 3 out of 10 or or 7 out of 10. Avatar from 2009. The extended edition, put out by James Cameron. I saw that, and you gotta get it on physical. Now I can't really find it streaming anywhere right now. I might have rented that back. I kind of looked at that somewhere stream, but I don't. I found out it's not streaming. I might have watched it streaming on physical. I can't remember when it was a little while back when I watched it. But the theatrical and the extended cut of Avatar, I don't like either one, okay? So I give the extended cut, even though I'm tempted to give it a 3 out of 10. I will just give it the same rating of the first theatrical cut. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Like the theatrical cut gets, a 7 out of 10 from 29 Avatar movie. Gets a 7 out of 10. I did not like this movie. But I like Titanic more over these two movies that sucked I reviewed in this video that I thought that sucked. I think Titanic was a better movie than Avatar. But that's probably just because I'm so freaked out by the designs of the faces of the cat people called the Na'vi. The Na'vi race faces freak me out. They just look haunting. Like possessed demons from hell. Is what they look like to me, the Na'vi. Okay, so that's my review on Avatar and James Cameron's Avatar from 2009 flick. Avatar by James Cameron gets a 7 out of 10, and so does his 1997 flick of Titanic get a 7 out of 10 by James Cameron, also directed by him. I give both movies a 7 out of 10. That's my review on Avatar and Titanic. Why I give both 7 out of 10s in this video. I'm Jake Allen Graham. I hope you enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching. And subscribe to my content. Hit the bell. Hit the thumbs up. And hit the thumbs up on my old videos to check them out. And hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.